Okay, this is the silent walkthrough audio hack. Personalizing and recycling a 360 silent walkthrough. Now, audio matters. You know, spoken commentary really does add so much to a 360 experience. In fact, this is one of my most common critiques of 360 software out there, like virtual tour software, because oftentimes they lack the basic, you want to hear someone telling you about a property. And so including a little button that you can upload a voice memo or a audio file to where the agent explains the property or explains that room in the hotspot, it's not that difficult of a thing to do, but so many of the tour softwares don't include it. And I think it's one of the biggest factors. It's such an important factor. So that's why this is one of my favorite tricks to getting audio into a 360 video. It helps explain parts of the property, and it also helps you as the agent build a personal relationship with buyers. So here's how it works. And I got to admit on the front end, it's a little bit clunky, but just hear me out. So on the front end, you've already created your silent walkthrough. Now you create a voice memo. I pick up my iPhone, I put voice memo, or I just do an audio message to someone, and I send them the audio message, and I walk through the tour room by room, the things that I want them to know about the house. And I try to use as much as possible. I try to describe, if I'm watching the tour on YouTube and I'm recording audio, I want to describe what room I'm in, where it is in relation to other things in the room. And I'm just giving a good audio accompaniment to the video that you see on screen. Now, once you got that audio message, 2 or 3 minutes, you send it to the buyer. Now, it doesn't have to follow along with YouTube video. It could just be a few things as you're looking at the MLS printout, the listing printout. You can just hit these highlights. Hey, notice this in the living room, this in the bathroom, this, and then send. But so you create a voice memo, you send it to the buyer, and then if your voice memo is going along with the audio, with the silent walkthrough, then the buyer can watch it and listen at the same time. Now, I say it's clunky. The reason it's clunky is because you have to have 2 devices to do this. If you want your audio and your video to sync, then you need to have, if it's a couple, maybe it's you have both devices there. And one, you can be listening to the audio file from the agent, and the other, you can be watching the YouTube video. YouTube doesn't allow an outside app to be playing audio when the YouTube app is open. When YouTube app is open, it is all consuming. In other words, while you're watching a silent walkthrough video on YouTube, you cannot be listening to an audio message on that same device. It's just not possible. Now, in an ideal situation, you'd have a couple, maybe they have both of their phones, you're listening on one, you're watching on the other. Or if it's an individual, maybe they have 2 devices. Maybe they're looking on their iPad, looking around with the gyroscope, the accelerometer, and listening with their phone or their headphones. Or maybe if it's an individual, they could listen to it and then she could watch it on her phone. So the ideal situation would be 2 phones, 2 people, 2 phones. But nonetheless, as long as you're getting a personalized audio message to the buyer, it's a win. Now, how would you use this? I would say the biggest thing the biggest asset that this is for personalization. Now, this is a way that you can record a tour once, or even someone else can record a tour, and then you can send a personalized message to an individual buyer or 10 individual buyers, potential buyers. And you could reuse that same silent YouTube video for as many people as you want to show that property. Another use case is if other agents have done videos like this. If maybe you're in a brokerage and you have a bunch of, you decide to do them all. You want to capture all the houses that you have for sale within your brokerage. Well, you could have one person just record all those silent 360 videos. And then individual agents can share them at will with prospective clients alongside their unique audio messages. In the future, I imagine that every agent will have some form of 360 video or virtual tour for each of their listings. And they will be shared in the same way that professional photos are shared on MLS right now. This is definitely where the industry is going. It's not there right now. This is still new. This is still novel right now. So, you know, there are some serious opportunities if you're one of the first ones offering this to buyers. This is a land grab. This is a gold rush, and you did a good job jumping into this course and starting to move in 360, because this is the way that the industry is headed. So with that said, let's jump into the next video, and I'll see you over there.